Herzlich willkommen zurück bei Vampire the Masquerade Coteries auf New York. Und zwar hatten wir beim letzten Mal mit D'Angelo unseren Spaß und ich hatte ja schon gesagt, ich würde sehr gerne mal wieder was mit Hope machen und danach eventuell mit Agathon. Deshalb fangen wir einfach mal mit Hope an, würde ich sagen. Aber wir sehen schon, wir müssen uns ausruhen, bevor es weitergeht. Vielleicht kommt uns noch was dazwischen, wer weiß. Wer weiß. You came back to your haven after a long night out. Right before you open the door, you notice something strange. The sounds of television are coming from your apartment. Man, if you're not mistaken. You open the door and carefully peek in. A young, disheveled woman is curled up on your sofa. She has a blanket pulled on top of her and seems very comfortable. Next to her lies an obviously unconscious, preppy woman. Unconscious, preppy woman. Okay. Ah, unser Stalker, Alter. Die sieht schon krass aus. Oh, you're home. The woman reaches for the remote and puts Madman on pause. You weren't home, so I started without you. You know, Netflix and chill. Join me, there's space on the sofa. I brought us a snack. You enjoyed it the last time? The woman points lazily to the unconscious girl. Oh, I forgot. My name is Adelaide. Adelaide Davis. I like you a lot. Help yourself and settle in. Feeding opportunity, Netflix and chill. Let her down gently. Okay. Einmal eine kurze Analyse. Sie scheint Spaß zu haben an dem, was sie isst. Sie trägt einen Fuchs als Schal. So ein bisschen gestreifte Dinge sind es hier. Wilde Haare. Könnten Malkavian sein. Vielleicht sieht das aber auch so. Ja, gut, Malkavian, ja, die hat sich ja vor uns verstecken können. Also schätze ich mal, hat sie obfuscate. Mal schauen. Let her down gently. Ich glaube, ich nehme mal die Feeding Opportunity. Ich brauche noch so ein paar, wie soll ich sagen, Verbündete in der Stadt. Adelaide makes space on the sofa as you sit down between her and the unconscious mortal. You lean to drink from the girl as Adelaide uses the remote to turn Madman back on. The girl moans sleepily as you drink from her, but doesn't wake. Her blood tastes pleasant and unhurried. A far cry from the adrenaline of blood you get by hunting a victim who knows you're coming. As you lick the girl's wounds closed and sit back on the sofa, Adelaide lies down and rests her head in your lap. Isn't this nice? Can I kiss you? Okay. Das ist interessant. Ich meine, Vampire sind ja eigentlich sowieso nicht so sexuell. Also, was heißt nicht so sexuell? Je älter sie werden, desto weniger Bedeutung hat Sex überhaupt für sie. Ich habe über die sexuelle Ausrichtung meiner Venture noch gar keine Gedanken gemacht. Ich bleib erstmal beim Straight Scheme. Mal schauen, was dabei rauskommt. I've missed this. We can pretend to be human. For a while, at least. You watched the show together, taking small sips from the human every now and then. You didn't know vampires could spend time like this. The door to your apartment opens. Your mind is elsewhere and you react slowly. Sophie strides into your living room. She has a key to your haven and never bothers to knock, of course. You're shacking up with Adelaide Davis, the scourge of Snug Harbor in the flesh. This is a new low for you, fledgling. I'm embarrassed for you, really. Perhaps I should not be surprised. It's not what it looks like. Es ist eigentlich schon genauso, wie es aussieht. Sieht so nein, als wenn du... Adelaide, you better go ist besser. Adelaide, you better go. Adelaide glances at Sophie and gives you a quick kiss on the cheek. Sophie sighs. Adelaide leaves the room, making sure to give as wide berth to Sophie as possible. Sophie waits for the door of the apartment to close before she speaks. The clan of the moon. Did I not advise caution when dealing with them? Ich hab's ja gesagt. As you watch, Sophie makes a phone call. 10 minutes later, 2 of her servants arrive to remove the unconscious girl sprawled on your sofa. You clearly need my help. It won't happen tonight, but let me see if I can resolve your stalker problem for real. You're left to wonder what Sophie meant by that as she leaves your haven. Ooh! Sophie requests your presence tonight, and it seems urgent. You find her already waiting for you and clearly pondering something. It takes a few minutes of awkward silence before she speaks. I require your assistance, Stevie. There is a matter of great importance that I need to ask you to resolve for me. You will find what I am about to say surprising, I'm sure, but I need to hear me out. I need you to hear me out. I need you to contact an important Anarch figure in New York City and arrange a meeting for us. Aren't meetings with the Anarchs forbidden? I'll be setting a trap, right? What business do you have meeting Anarchs? Oh, jetzt, ich habe das Gefühl, so langsam, wo wir so ein bisschen länger da, also länger, 3, 4 Nächte, also, nee, eigentlich nicht, wir sind nach 12, ne? Also schon so 10 Nächte später so ein bisschen revoltieren könnten. Ich frage, als Venture frage ich. Wait, I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to meet with Anarchs. We're at war, right? The prince does look unfavorably at those who meet with the Anarchs. That much is true. You will find that with this, as with many other things, the Camarilla policies have more than their share of hypocrisy inherent in them. It comes hand in hand with using medieval power structures. What we are forbidden to do, the prince may do willingly. Some of these things can be done in the open, while others are kept secret as to not invite discord and discontent. I need to contact a man named Torque. He is an influential member of the movement and, like most of them, very suspicious of the Camarilla. That's why I'm sending you to extend my invitation. How do I know he'll even talk to me? He won't. Not yet, anyway. You need to start further down the chain and with the right story to spin. From my limited sources adjacent to the movement, I've gathered that your best chance to speak to Torque is first meet with his right-hand woman, Mia. She's a regular at a club called the Leech Pit. I think it would be best if you presented yourself as an Anarch hopeful, a fledgling looking for a place of belonging. Only after you talk to Torque directly should you mention my name in the meeting. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, it sounds risky. Lying to them won't make them trust me. No. I don't think that's the right approach. Lying to them won't make them trust me. When they find out the truth, they won't be happy or eager to work with us. That might be true, but if you tell Mia outright that I sent you, she's likely to cut you off. She hates our sect, and it will be difficult to make her listen to reason. After tonight, I suggest that we don't speak of this again until you arrange the meeting. There are many who would jump at the chance to use this against us. With Kaiser, you have proven you can get the job done. Even if it requires additional legwork, I trust you to deal with this task as quickly and confidently as possible. Forgive me, but that's all the time I can spare tonight. What I'm asking of you is just a part of a bigger whole. Trust me, it will be all worth it. I'll do my best. Okay, I'll do my best. I know you will. Check with Gregory for the address of the leech pit. Have Mia introduce you to Torque. When she does, tell him I wish to meet. Let him pick the time and place, but let it be soon. If he proves too guarded, tell him I have something that will help him gather allies against Boss Kellyanne. That should pique his interest. Good luck. And obviously not a word about this to anyone else. Not even any new friends you might have made in recent nights. This stays between us. The way she says that final sentence suggests a no-so-veiled threat. But her warm smile belies that impression. You want her to keep trusting you. You wouldn't want to disappoint her. Gregory gives you the address. The club is in Brooklyn. Apparently it's some kind of heavy metal bar with a dedicated concert space. Time to pay this Mia a visit. The place is teeming with people tonight. You arrive in the middle of a concert. The music is loud, almost deafening, and it takes you a while to get used to it. This is not your scene at all. You can barely focus through the noise, but you grit your teeth and decide to bear it. The sooner you find me, the sooner you'll get out of this hole. A group of a few dozen patrons are tightly packed together, and the smell of their sweat and youthful, excited blood overwhelms you momentarily. It's with some difficulty that you turn to the task at hand. Oh, die Musik ist wirklich laut. You've heard your share about the anarchs and how they fit into kindred politics, but you only have your short encounter in Corona Park on which to base your actual opinion of the faction. That might have been just a horrible first impression, but you're keeping your guard up just in case. You start at the bar. Mia was supposed to be regular. Might as well check how true that is. The bartender turns to you after she pours a line of drinks for a group of rowdy patrons. What can I get you? I'm looking for a girl called Mia. She frequents this club, I heard. Yeah, she visits every now and then. What do you want with her? I heard she's hot. Heard she has connections. I wanted to meet her local legend. Das hat, glaube ich, Sophie nicht gesagt, ne? Heard some things about her connections. I'd like to meet somebody through her. Yeah, she knows people who know people. Haven't seen her tonight, sorry. If I do, I'll let her know I asked for her. You decide to walk the premises some more, hoping that Mia will show up. The concert begins to die down. The band is into their first weekly requested encore. A hand on your shoulder turns you around and come face to face with a lanky woman in a jacket 2 sizes too big for her frame. Kenn ich die nicht schon? Follow me behind the bar. I've got a few questions, and you better give me snappy answers if you know what's good for you. She leads you through the bar to a back door that leads into the side room. Indie metal band posters are plastered on every wall, some of them 20 or more years old, judging from the tour dates. An old sticky table and some rickety chairs are the only pieces of furniture here. Sit down. Sure. You take a seat as the woman leans against one of the walls. The name's Mia. I'm guessing your visit here isn't it a happy coincidence? I don't know you, so you're either new in New York or kept an outstandingly low profile. Both sound suspect. So before we take these pleasantries further, answer me to this. Who do you run with? I'm independent. I don't bow to anyone. Isn't that adorable? Listen, fledgling, you don't get to be this fresh in the game and not pick a side. Those Second Inquisition fucks are all too happy to pick on delusional kids like you. So are the camps. They offer you rewards, a plenty for your servitude, but never actually deliver. Fortunately for you, there's another option. But before I get to that, let's get one thing out of the way. She leans in. If this is some clever ploy to oust me from my domain, or if you're just to spy on me and the movement, I'll make sure that you don't enjoy undeath much longer, got it? You can tell it's a purely rhetorical question. Right. Here's the pitch. The Camarilla like to think they are the vanilla option, what with Prince Bitch Panhard pretending that they were always in the charge, but New York has never been fully Cami City. They might have won the city in '99, but Cams have had their asses handed to them many times over the years, and the movement has been here at least as long as they have. Hell, I moved to New York before World War II, and that was a good while after I saw the Camarilla for what they are, a way to keep us all subservient and in line. The Ivory Tower will tell you they're the only safeguard for the traditions, and that's kind of the problem. There's only one tradition we in the movement feel should be respected. The Masquerade, obviously. Everything else? Ask the Prince and she'll tell you it's the logical continuation of the Masquerade. But really it's just a way to keep the elders powerful and in control. She grimaces. But here's the thing. For all the talk of us bloodsuckers being solitary creatures, we need a community to keep up the Masquerade. Community, yes, but authority? Not so much. We need a council of peers to keep the assholes and power-drunk fledglings in check, but not a feudal prince to tell you where to feed, who to hunt down, and when they step on her toes. She takes a brief break from her indignant rant. Sounds too good to be true. Sounds too good to be true. Mia bares her teeth and predatory smile. You better believe it. Sure, we'll still have to struggle with the urges of our kind, but it's safer and more fair. We're as free as your condition permits, but unlike autarkies, we don't stand alone. Nominally, a guy by the name of Callahan has been overseeing the movement's agenda in New York City for the past few decades. Most follow his lead. So I should talk to Callahan. Most but not you? Is Callahan like an anarch prince? So what you're saying is I should talk to Callahan? Ich stelle mich hier absichtlich dumm an der Stelle. No, I'm saying you should talk to somebody else. If you're concerned about being well received in the city, you might need to go through Callahan. But if you're serious about the anarch cause itself, he's not your guy. Callahan eats up fledglings like you and shits out self-preservation. His position as Baron is mighty shaky now, not least due to the fact he's backstabbed more than his share of allies. So he's doing what any other old fart in a position of power would do. He's doubling down. Negotiations are out, intimidation is in, tightening ranks as a precaution against the Second Inquisition. She surprises you by hacking and spitting on the ground in disgust. If you've spent some time with the Cams, that should sound very familiar to you. He's no better than Panhard and her cronies are at this point. No, you need to contact Torque. And wouldn't you know it, it's your lucky night, because I'm the lick to do it through. Why Torque? How's Torque different? Why I can't just meet him? How is she different from Kellyanne? Motherfucker, you're really asking for it? Her anger flares up again. Die ist sicherlich Brucha. I'll pretend that was just a naive question and not half-assed jab. Torque is a leader, a local baron who's overseeing a small domain but is doing a very good job of it. Callahan knows this, so he's giving him shit. Torque is taking it like a champ. He's smart like that. For one of us rebels, he's got the patience of a saint. Makes you think back how things used to be the way back when, if the stories are to be believed. Anyway. You want to meet him? I'm gonna require a show of goodwill first. That's fair. What do you have in mind? She flashes you a mischievous half smile. I appreciate your readiness, but I don't have the details just now. Ask me at the bar when you're able. I'll leave something for you and we'll take it from there. Now come on, I gotta go. She walks you out of the bar and you go your separate ways. Seems like there's nothing more to do than return here later and see if Mia really can help you contact Torque. Here we go again. Ja, und wie es aussieht, haben wir wieder eine ganze Menge Arbeit vor uns. Der Nosy Reporter Part 3 ist zurück, Frank Doughty. Ich glaube, da hatte ich sogar mal gesagt, dass er vielleicht nochmal wieder kommt. Dann haben wir Somebody's Watching Me, nochmal unsere Malkavianerin, unsere Loverin, oder wie man das auch immer sagt. Wir haben auch wieder Faith and Myth, also Benoit. Ja, und die üblichen Verdächtigen. Hier, wie heißt es noch? Hope, D'Angelo und natürlich Agathon. Ganz genau. Ich hatte es ja beim letzten Mal versprochen, dass wir mit Hope weitermachen. Deswegen wird die nächste Folge sich wieder um Hope drehen. Ich hoffe, ihr bleibt bis dahin dabei und wir sehen uns wieder, wenn es wieder heißt Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.